Come with me if you want to live.
Chris!
What?
Stop taking Fred to the cinema with you. My knuckles are getting sore.
Oh well. Welcome to another episode of SmegChris Review. Let's talk some news. You may have already heard, but the sequel to Independence Day is now being filmed. It is called Independence Day Resurgence. The director is back and most of the cast are back, with the exception of Will Smith. I don't know if he just turned it down or he wasn't asked, I don't know. But without him, will it actually work? I guess we'll find out next year. In Marvel news, the new Spider-Man has been announced. He'll be played by Tom Holland. Yeah, I have no idea who he is either. However, a lot of people are already complaining about the choice. I don't really have a say because seriously, who is he? Talking of comic companies, DC has been rebooted. Again. No longer known as the New 52, most of the series that started on the last reboot have continued, although some haven't and some new ones have started. And I have to say there are some weird plots right now. Superman's secret identity has been revealed by Lois Lane and he's no longer as super as he usually is because the Fortress has stolen his costume. I don't know. Yeah, I'm already baffled by the fact that Superman seems to not be able to fly, doesn't seem to have as much super strength or superpowers when he's not in his costume, yet Supergirl never has that problem. Oh, and as for Batman, Bruce Wayne is missing, again, and Commissioner Gordon is dressed up in an armoured Batman suit. Like I said, weird. Let's move on to Retro Review. I've just recently watched Spy Kids All the Time in the World. I think that's what it's called. I have to say it's more enjoyable than I thought it would be. It's not spectacular though. The original kids show up as adults, which was a nice touch. The film is basically in the same vein as the original trilogy. In other words, it's daft as a brush. And I have to say it's a vast improvement on the third one, which isn't that difficult. It's an enjoyable yet daft film. The kids will love it. Oh, and this adult.
Isn't that your favourite movie?
No.
Oh, that's right. It's also Van goes to the ruffle.
Now onto my movie review of Terminator Genisys. And I'll start by saying, huh? In other words, it's confusing from the offset. Don't worry, I'm not going to reveal any spoilers as you learn all of this at the beginning of the film. First off, we hear Kyle Reese telling us the story of how Judgment Day happened in 1997. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that get rectified at the end of Terminator 2? And then in Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, it happened in 2003. That started my confusion. Then Reese goes on to tell us that he met John Connor when he was a child, yet in Terminator Salvation they don't meet until he was a teenager. What gives? And things only got crazier from there. What I like seeing was a sort of reenactment of the original movie, although eventually we realised that we're in an alternate 1984, which raised many questions, which never got answered. Apparently they plan to tell us in future movies, if they get any. The film has had some mixed reactions, so it may or may not happen. Time, pun intended, will tell. Emilia Clarke played a fantastic Sarah Connor, however it was Jay Courtney who disappointed me because he seemed to be playing the same characters over and over again. And there's no exception in this movie. I guess he was okay. And Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's as charming as he always is. It was great seeing him back in his Terminator role. That's what was missing from Terminator Salvation. Arnie! And now he's back, like he promised. There's plenty of action and mind-bending sci-fi, however there's a helicopter chase that, well, seems so unreal that it was just rubbish. And I know it's weird that I'm saying that the helicopter chase was unreal where the rest of the movie is unreal, but that one scene just took the biscuit. Trust me, if you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Thankfully though, it was a short scene. Oh, and I suggest you stick around at the end. There's a little bit after some of the credits. Fans of the original two movies but hated the third one will want to avoid this one. If you like the third movie but not the fourth, you'll like this one too. And if you like the fourth one, then you'll think that this is the best thing since Jurassic World. And from what I hear, even James Cameron liked it. Me, I give it a... It's not as good as Rise of the Machines, but it's better than Salvation.
I'll be back.
No, it won't.
Those two. Anyway, it's time for me to go. Thanks for watching and subscribing if you have. Until the next time, peace out. You'll have to excuse this, the sun's just popped out so my white balance and colouring and exposure's all gone. But I just want to quickly talk about Top Gear. I started watching that I think around 2003, 2004 and I love the antics that the boys got up to on that show. And if any of you watch Top Gear you'll know that it's now, well, ended that run. Thanks to Jeremy Clarkson being a numpty. Sun's gone in again. Well, last week they showed the last ever episode where all three of them are involved. It's already been announced that there are new presenters on the way. Chris Evans is one of them. No, not Captain America, another one. And I just want to point something out. I'm not going to watch it. Why? I've already said it. I love those three with their antics. Setting fire to tents, dropping motorhomes down cliffs, making boats out of cars, and just watching them shouting cock and whatever else they came out with. It was just hilarious. And that's the problem with the new Top Gear. We're not going to have that chemistry of them three together. At the end of the day, without Clarkson, Hammond and May, it's not Top Gear.